Hey folks, we're down in Escalante, Utah. We headed back down here because there's so many wondrous places to explore.
This is the road to nowhere. There's another route that we can take and see if we can get back on track. Yeah, this is quite rugged. I mean, basically we're just driving on top of this and it's just rock. We're trying to go fast, but in the meantime we're all getting thrown around inside the cab. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. We're here at Nemo's in Escalante, and it's one of our favorite places to eat when we come to town. They have awesome charbroiled burgers, delicious fries, and just want to give you a pro tip. If you order a meal here, the meal comes with fries, but their sweet potato fries are awesome, so make sure you sub sweet potato fries. I guarantee you won't regret it. They're so good. They're good. Okay, thank you. Delicious bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, look at that. Charbroiled to perfection. Hey folks, we're down in Escalante, Utah, down in the Grand Staircase-Escalante National Monument. We headed back down here because there's so many wondrous places to explore. This time we're going to be doing a fairly large chunk of the Overland Trail Guides route.
I love this area. I'm super excited to be back here. It's just like a giant playground. There's so much to explore and see and do. We're looking forward to some scenic vistas and overlooks. Today we've got our dog Yuki with us and our son Tyler, so we're super excited and we're just looking forward to a good adventure.
Over the next couple days, we're going to show you some of the highlights of this area.
Our first stop is Devil's Garden, a place with unique formations that are fun to climb and explore.
How does Yuki like climbing up the slick rock? Yay! Kind of looks like the sorting hat over there.
Yeah, Tyler's going to check it out.
This area was once a vast desert of sand dunes, which were buried, compacted, and cemented into Navajo sandstone around 190 million years ago. Tectonic forces uplifted the Colorado Plateau, exposing these sandstone layers to erosion. Water and wind have since sculpted the rock into the distinctive formations we see today. Differences in mineral composition and the presence of joints and fractures cause some of these areas to erode faster than others, creating hoodoos, arches, and other unusual shapes.
Oh yeah. Good job, Tyler. Keeps finding cold sand to lay in to cool himself down. Well, what looks like a dead end. The tracks keep showing it going forward, but it's a wash. So we've got to see if we can find a way to cross the wash. Is that what we're supposed to do? I mean, it shows we're supposed to go straight, but there's no straight. Okay, so it looks like this road
no longer exists.
This is the road to nowhere. So we are going to take a different route. There's another route that we can take. So we're heading that way and see if we can get back on track.
Or that was born in the middle didn't look right. I'm like, this is a major road. So glad we're back on the right road now. We're making our way to a spectacular campsite that overlooks Lake Powell. We've seen pictures and we're so excited to be able to see it for ourselves and see if it lives up to the hype. Since we've never been to this particular location before, we don't know how many campsites are available, so we hope we'll be able to find an epic place to stay for the night. There are several ways to get to our destination, but in true overland style, we decided to take a more rugged backcountry route so we can get off the beaten path and see some landscapes that we would otherwise miss on the main roads. We've been to the Grand Staircase area many times, but we're always looking for new areas to explore that we haven't been to before. With so much vast open space, you could come to this area for years and still never see all that there is to see.
One of the things we love about this area is how the landscape changes. From the driving conditions to the color of the soil, there is so much to take in. If anyone thinks the desert is boring and dry, they've never spent time in this area of Utah. The Grand Staircase reveals a tapestry of vibrant hues and rugged textures, with each turn uncovering hidden arches and breathtaking vistas that stretch as far as the eye can see. It's a place where the silence is profound and the night sky, unspoiled by city lights, becomes a canopy of stars, reminding us of nature's timeless beauty.
There's our first glimpse of Lake Powell over there. We're getting really close. Looks like we got a rock slide here.
Lake Powell, created by the Glen Canyon Dam, which was completed in 1963, is the second largest man-made reservoir in the United States after Lake Mead. Named after explorer John Wesley Powell, who led the first expedition down the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon in 1869, Lake Powell spans Utah and Arizona, with most of it in southern Utah. The lake is 186 miles long and has more shoreline than the entire west coast of the United States.
We're driving along the Smoky Mountain Road and we're getting really close to Lake Powell. This is a really desolate, dry area, but it's perfect for a movie. So The question is, what Hollywood movie was filmed in this area?
Was it A, Star Wars A New Hope, B, Planet of the Apes, C, Galaxy Quest, or D, Cowboys vs. Aliens?
Long day of driving. We are 5 miles from Alstrom Point, which is going to be where we're setting up camp tonight. We're really looking forward to it. We hope we can get there in time for the sunset, but either way, we're gonna get there and make a hot meal and get some rest and hopefully some epic views.
I'm getting hungry.
I'm beyond hungry, yeah. That hamburger is long gone.
It's been 7 hours.
7 hours since lunch, yeah.
Yep.
That's been a while. So yeah, I'm ready for dinner. Yeah, this is quite rugged. I mean, basically we're just driving on top of this and it's just rock. It's not very smooth, so it's not very conducive to hurrying out to the point before the sun goes down. It's kind of slow going. We're trying to go fast, but in the meantime, we're all getting thrown around inside the cab to the right. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous, wow. Well, that's about as close as you can get to being level without any levelers. Okay, let's set up camp.
All right, you getting table set up for dinner? You getting everything prepped for dinner, Jamie?
Yep, a late dinner tonight.
Hey, can't wait.
Well, this ain't a bad view for making dinner. Beautiful. Dinner is served. Okay, let's eat.
You got this dinner together faster than we got camp set up.
Yeah, this is really fast to put together.
Amazing.
Yummy.
Behind me is beautiful Lake Powell, one of the largest reservoirs in the United States. How many miles of shoreline does it have? A, 769 miles of shoreline, B, 1,237, C, 1,960, or D, 2,427. It's a condor.
That is massive.
It's a condor.
Can you see if you can get over there? That is huge. That bird is massive. Oh my gosh.
It's a condor.
Okay, you watch where you're driving now. Boom.
Holy crap. There's a bird. There's more.
Just a minute ago, we were filming a condor and it flew off. I don't know if I've ever seen a condor in real life. It was amazing.
The California condor has an impressive wingspan of up to 9.5 feet, making it the largest land bird in North America. This vast wingspan allows it to soar effortlessly on thermal updrafts for hours, covering large distances in search of food. The California condor is one of the world's most endangered bird species. By the 1980s, the population had dwindled to just 27 individuals in the wild. A massive conservation effort, including a captive breeding program, has helped increase their numbers. As of recent counts, there are over 400 condors, with more than half living in the wild, so seeing this bird today was a rare treat.
All right, we're headed up Kelly Grade. It's wild because it doesn't even look like the road is going anywhere. So it'll be interesting to see how we get to the top of this. I know it's really steep. Driving on Smoky Mountain Road, going up Kelly Grade. It's just a beautiful vista. The road has a lot of switchbacks, but it's wide enough in places that unless it were raining, I wouldn't worry about coming up this road, even in a two-wheel drive vehicle. But the neat thing about Smoky Mountain Road is there is actually a fire burning underground along these coal seams. They speculate it's been burning for thousands of years, and it was probably started either by a lightning strike or spontaneous combustion of the coal underground, which happens quite a bit. This area does produce smoke sometimes. We won't be able to see it because it's a little warm, but we're gonna head to some fissures where we can see the coal seams burned underground and the rock on top of it collapsed down, leaving big fissures in the ground.
Whoa, it's a big one. It's really deep.
Wow. So that used to be a coal seam and it burned down, or at least underneath there, and then all the sandstone above just collapsed down into the hole as the coal burned. Isn't that cool?
And that's what allows the fire to keep burning.
Yeah,
Because
it feeds it oxygen.
Keeps feeding it oxygen. So the coal is the fuel, and then it creates oxygen. So it's the eternal fire.
The U.S. Bureau of Mines attempted to extinguish this coal fire in what year? Was it A, 1948, B, 1967, C, 1973, or D, 1984? They tried to put it out, the Bureau of Mines, and spent millions of dollars trying to put it out, but they couldn't. It's just too massive. It'll burn until the coal is gone, probably. So it could burn for another several thousand years. You never know.
We're over here in the Perea area to go over and see if we can find the Perea ghost town.
Gonna see where they filmed a bunch of old cowboy western movies. The forecasted wind has arrived, so I don't know how much longer we're gonna last out here.
Heading into those dark clouds over there.
55-mile-an-hour gusts. We've camped in the wind, and it's one of our least favorite things to do. Never had any issues, but the winds are so bad, it must have worked it loose.
We're on a reconnaissance mission trying to find the box.
Yesterday it was in the mid-70s, and now it's 43 degrees. And the low temperature gets down to 31. Yeah, it's Wind City. I think we're gonna have to just pull the plug on this adventure.
Head to exploreadventure.com/giveaways to answer our bonus trivia for a chance to win free gear.